Being back in this studio today, I mean, how many
Yes.
memories does that invoke
Oh
for
my
you?
God. This room that we're in right now, this console that we're sitting next to, when I first met Michael Jackson, it was in this room. Um, and we spent a lot of time here recording Man in the Mirror and the duet. Man in the Mirror, the whole two-thirds of the song, the first two-thirds, it's just me and Michael. And the choir doesn't come in until the end. But the whole, couple of minutes, the first 2 minutes of the song, it's just he and I singing off of each other and doing harmonies. And the duet, which was done in this room, I was at this desk when we were doing Man in the Mirror. We recorded for a few days, the choir, Michael upstairs, everybody was here. But initially, Michael and I sang in that room. So when it came time to do the duet, I didn't know what was happening. So I came back here thinking that we were going to finish recording Man in the Mirror because the day I was here, we didn't finish. So I'm looking around. I'm looking for, maybe I'm early, maybe they ran behind schedule, but they're playing another song, and the choir's not here. Andre and Sandra aren't here, crouched. So I said, I don't know what's happening, but I'm just going to sit here. I was sitting right here in front of this console knitting when Quincy and Bruce Swedeen and Michael were sitting right here. And so I'm knitting, listening to this song, and Quincy sort of over his shoulder said, Sid, you like this song? I said, yeah. Yeah? I like it, yeah. I'm knitting. He said, you think you can sing it? I was like, yeah. He said, well, go on in there, Michael. You go on it. And it was that moment that I realized, oh my God, I'm singing a duet with Michael Jackson. It was so crazy. It was so crazy. I didn't realize what was happening till I went in that room, and there were two mic stands and two music stands set up with lyrics on each tray, on each stand. And I read the lyrics. It said, Michael, Siedah, Michael, Siedah. And then I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, I'm singing a duet with Michael Jackson. It was crazy. It was crazy. This has been a really, really heady time for me.
And that's where it started. You sitting in there just knitting.
It started months before when he'd been in the studio with Michael for a couple of years recording the Bad album. And then at one point he said, we need one more song. So he called a meeting of his songwriters on the West Coast. I think there was like 6 or 8 of us. So we all went to his house. I was late. So I walked in, and Quincy said, as I was saying before it was over, everybody laughed, and I'm like, I sunk down in the corner and just started taking notes of what he wanted for this next album. To finish this album. So I took some notes, and then I went to my co-writing partner, Glenn Ballard, and I said, Quincy's looking for a song for Michael's record. They've been in the studio. He doesn't really know, he just wants a great song. And Glenn said, all right, well, let's just see what we come up with. Cut to 2 years prior to this meeting. I was in the studio writing a song with a keyboard player, jazz keyboardist John Beasley. And we're writing, in the middle of writing a song, and the phone rings, and he picks up the phone and just is having the most casual conversation. And I'm like, I have my lyric book, and I'm thinking, no, he did not just pick up no, he didn't. And he says, oh, nothing. I'm just... And then I hear him say, the man? What man? Oh, the man in the mirror. I wrote down man in the mirror and just kept, 2 years later, I'm at Glenn's house. Quincy wants a song for Michael. Let's see what we come up with. He gets up, goes to his keyboard, turns it on to get a sound, and he starts playing. Doom, 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 doom. And I'm flipping through this book, and the phrase man in the mirror just popped out at me, and I started writing. I was like, I couldn't get it out fast enough. I couldn't write the ideas fast enough. And in like 15, 20 minutes, we had the first verse and the first chorus of Man in the Mirror. And I said to him, okay, you go finish the track. It was Wednesday. You go finish the track. I'll finish the second verse and the second chorus, and then we'll meet on Friday and demo the song. Friday afternoon, we met, demoed the song. Friday evening, we had a great demo. We knew it. We hugged. We said, this is a great song. But we didn't know Quincy was going to feel the same way. And then if we got past Quincy, we didn't know what Michael was going to say. So I just had to let that go. But I knew I couldn't wait the whole weekend with this song in my hands. So I called Quincy up and said, Q, Glenn and I have come up with a great song. He said, great, that's great, baby. Take it to the into the office and I'll hear it on Monday. I said, Quincy, I can't wait till Monday. Let me just drop it off. Can I just, no, Sid, I got 15 people here, man. No, just drop it off. Quincy, let me just drop it off at the house. I'll just drop it, and all right, shit. Yeah, off the phone. So I go to the house, knock on the door, the housekeeper opens the door, and Quincy comes out of the dining room. He opens the dining room door, and there are 12 suits sitting at his dining room table. And they're all looking at me like, so I'm okay. I said, Q, here's the song. The only thing I ask is that you just get back to me as soon as. He said, all right, shit. And he closed the door. A couple hours later, 3-4 hours, I'm at home making dinner, and Quincy said, Sid, this is the best song I've heard in 10 years. And I'm like, and they said, but, and you know, when you hear the word but, you really don't really care about what comes after that. And it was almost like I finally understood when Charlie Brown's teacher talks to him. You know something's coming out, but you don't really hear it. So after he said, this is a great song, best song I heard in 10 years, but I kind of tuned out. But I heard Michael's been in the studio for 2.5 years. We've been doing this for 2.5 years. He has yet to record something he didn't write. So I don't know, Sid. I don't know. And I said, I had to let that go. Let it go. Like a week or so later, Quincy calls again. He says, we in the studio recording your old piece of song. I'm like, and then he said, but, and then again, I'm tuning out because I don't want to hear whatever it is, whatever comes after but. I'm not really interested in that. But I heard him say, the chorus is too short. It needs 4 more bars of lyrics, and Michael really wants you to hold on. And I hear, and Quincy said, and Michael really wants you to bring home the message that the hold on a minute. And then I hear, right? And then Quincy goes, hold on a minute, Sid, hold on. Then he gives Michael the phone. Oh my God. I and every girl my age and every female in my family had chosen a Jackson to marry, right? My cousin had Jermaine, my sister had Tito, and I had Michael. Michael was my husband, right? So I'm on the phone with my husband, and I'm screaming inside. On the phone, strictly AT&T. How can I help you? And he goes, hi, I love your voice. I said, thanks. And he said, and this is a great song. He said, but I think the chorus is too short and needs to say this. And he's telling me all these things. And all I could think of is, I need to write this. So I decided that I was going to write 6 verses for him to choose from. Because if I didn't, he would.
Right.
Okay? Because he could. So I wrote 6 stanzas, and the one he chose was, you got to get it right while you got the time, because when you close your heart, then you close your mind. And then the rest is herstory.